Welcome, this is Master Prophet Noel teaching you Creative Streams of Income Volume 1 and 2 CD set. In this course, you will learn the many creative ways you can bring wealth into your life without working a 9-to-5 job. We will continue with today's teaching, Creative Streams of Income Volume 1 and 2 CD set. We'll be right back with today's teaching. Creative Streams of Income Principle number 1 is money knocking at your door. Millions of people worldwide are rejecting money entering their life to bring abundance, wealth, due to their constant needs of providing favors to those knocking on their door. Millions of people reject money they need in their life because of the false belief that doing favors is a godly principle and that God will repay them. Let me explain. For many years as a youngster, I saw hundreds of people knocking at my door looking for my father to help them get a job, a CDL license, and a reasonably priced apartment in New York City, or a cab ride to the airport. You see, my father George kept a network of people that he knew personally that can do almost everything. Car mechanics, plumbers, and many others he knew that would charge a reasonable price for their services. Each and every day there was someone knocking on my door for my father to help them with a problem they were facing. I saw with my eyes the many people my father helped get a job, the many people my father helped get an apartment, the many people my father helped get a car mechanic to fix their car. Many times I saw my father reject money that a person he helped solve their problems tried to give him by saying God would repay him. One day I sat my father down and I told him that he should ask each person knocking on the door looking for him for a small financial donation if they desired his help. He laughed at me and shook it off, telling me that God would repay him. I saw my father help more people that was having problems with a car, that needed an apartment, than any pastor I encountered in all my years. My father was never took $1 for the many favors he provided. My father was a good man that did favors for many people without charging them a single dollar. Now listen closely. As a result, for 65 years of his life, he struggled with lack and poverty. He struggled with barely paying his rent, his cars, and his bills. My father always had money problems and lack and poverty, stress and worry in his life. My father never learned the lessons that God was bringing money to his door to help him with the money struggles he faced. Is money knocking on your door? Now let's join the live conference where I'm teaching this course. Welcome into the live conference.
On your door. Now let me show you this scenario, Karen. It's really simple. When I was a small child, thousands of people were knocking on my door looking for my father George. They needed a ride to the airport. They needed an apartment. They needed a CDL license. My father had connections and everything. But my father never took a donation from the individuals that were knocking on his door. He always told everybody that God would repay him. And what happens, Karen, is that my father, for 65 years of his life, lived in lack. He lived in poverty. Because every time someone came knocking on his door to give him wealth, to give him opportunities, he rejected it because of his mindset. Now, what's your thoughts on, is money knocking at your door? What's your thoughts on that, Karen?
You know, money literally is knocking at the door, but we fail to recognize money.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know what it is about how we conceive in our mind the opportunity, because this is opportunity is the same word as power to become wealthy.
Yes.
The second thing is it teaches, it's gone down, it goes down generations.
Yes.
Because we have the tendency of doing what our parents did. And we therefore end up being impoverished.
Oh, yes.
Because we don't have the model in front of us
There you go. That's a good statement.
Charge.
That's a
You don't
good
have the right
statement.
model. It's like, do it for free. Oh, just, and that's, it becomes contagious, but it's ignorance at the same time.
Oh, yes. That's a beautiful statement. I love that. Don't have the right model. I like that. Because, Karen, I'm trying to show you the creative streams of income. This is a new course. And I'm trying to tell you, Karen, that God sees that you're having money struggles in your life. He will send people to knock on your door to bring you money. But your mind says, no, I need to do a favor because they're a friend. I'm trying to tell you that God is trying to bring you money.